Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Adeana. I'm an intuitive astrologer. In these weekly videos, I go over the astrological energy for the week ahead to help guide you and give you that insight into what you may be moving through and feeling over the next week. So this week, we are talking about February 13th to the 19th of 2023. And I am first going to just touch on some of the energy that we are moving out of, some of the aspects that we have just kind of moved through, and then we will get into the energy that we are moving into. We have had a lot of change with Mercury. Mercury had that conjunction to Pluto, and then now Mercury has ingressed into Aquarius. So that Mercury-Pluto conjunction could really have an effect on our mind, our communication, our thoughts. So you may have felt that during that time, thoughts or belief systems were coming up for review, coming up for you to look at to see if there was something that needed to be shifted energetically that had to do with your belief systems or thoughts. And we also had Mercury ingress into Aquarius. So this is a time where we are expanding our mind. Aquarius is very innovative and all about ideas. And Mercury does very well in Aquarius because Mercury does really good in the air signs, and Aquarius is a fixed air sign. So because Aquarius is a fixed air sign, we may sometimes get fixated on some thoughts or certain things. So it's definitely something to be mindful of. But overall, this is a really great energy for just getting ideas and putting them to paper. And I mean, we're going to have ideas kind of flowing through, and they're going to be really innovative ideas as well. So journaling at this time is definitely something that you want to do. And then we have Pluto at the 29th degree of Capricorn. So when a planet is at the 29th degree of any sign, this is a time of letting go and surrendering and getting ready to move into the next sign. So wherever we have that 29th degree in Capricorn in our chart, we really want to know and pay attention because things may be coming up for review. Things may be coming up that we need to let go of to end this Pluto cycle before Pluto can move into the next part of our chart. So knowing and understanding where you have that in your chart will definitely be beneficial in moving through this energy. So now let's get into the energy for this coming week. So right after Valentine's Day, we have a really crazy Venus and Neptune conjunction. And then right after that, we have a Sun conjunction, the Sun conjunct Saturn. So the Venus, I find it so kind of crazy too, how Venus is making this conjunction to Neptune, like right after Valentine's Day. And I heard an astrologer that I watch on YouTube actually kind of explain it as if like going on a date on Valentine's Day and then waking up and realizing like he ghosted you or it wasn't what you thought it was, because Neptune really like is illusionary and dissolves boundaries. So with Neptune, you have to be careful that you are really seeing things clearly. And with Venus representing our relationships and what we love and enjoy, this is an energy where I honestly feel like if you are aware of it, it can be a very beautiful energy to move through and do even healing work on yourself, focusing on your self-love and your self-value and doing, working on your spiritual practice and intuition. But you want to be aware of your connections and making sure, like your connections to others, but also making sure you're seeing things clearly, not with rose-colored glasses. So this can be a very beautiful energy, but we want to make sure that we are aware, we are being mindful, and that, Neptune is there. So we want to just, be aware and mindful of that. And then we have this Sun conjunct joining Saturn. So this is an energy of, Saturn is all about responsibilities, right? What is it that we are neglecting? What is it that we maybe could be more responsible in our life? Is there anywhere in our life, in this area of our chart, which is Aquarius, that could maybe use our attention more? So the sun is like coming in and shining a light on either bringing more responsibilities into our life, but that are good, right? Like good responsibilities. Like if you do client work and you've been wanting more clients, the sun could come in, and especially in Aquarius, and be like, okay, you wanted client work. Here's more responsibility. It's a good thing, but it's more responsibility. So that's what I really feel like with this energy, is that the sun conjunct Saturn is like bringing in some more good responsibility, but then also making you have to look at where maybe you haven't been as responsible as you should, right? Because that's what Saturn does. So knowing where you have, of course, Aquarius in your chart will help you understand where this is showing up for you. But something definitely to be aware of, that the Sun and Saturn conjunction can bring in more responsibility, but I feel like it's a good responsibility. And then we have Mercury sextiling Jupiter. I really like this because I feel like this is really bringing in more wisdom and insight and realizations of whatever it is that we are moving through in these areas of our life. So Jupiter is in Aries, Mercury is in Aquarius. So you want to know where these areas are in your chart, and Aries represents the self. So Jupiter has really been working with our belief systems when it comes to us and how we feel about ourselves. Aries does represent the self. And then you also want to know where Aries is in your chart to see, because this can definitely be like some type of opportunity coming in, really like receiving communication or meeting the right person, but that creates this really good opportunity to get you in the next steps of your journey. So I really do like this aspect for that. And that's what I really feel with that aspect. And then on the 18th, the sun enters Pisces, which is wrapping. So when the sun enters Pisces, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So this is really a culmination point of everything we've been through over the last 12 months. It's the ending of a cycle. It's the ending of a 12-month cycle. So when the sun finishes Pisces, it's a brand new year. It's a brand new astrological year. The sun will then move into Aries. And this starts a brand new astrological year. So this is a time where things may come up that we've been moving through over the last year, where we have to, again, take a look at this. There's a lot of energy here that is bringing things up for us to look at. So whatever it is that you're moving through, this can be a time where the universe is bringing it up to say, look, you want to get to where you want to go, but you have to look at this first. You have to move through this first so you can get to where you want to go in your next steps in your journey. So this is just another energy around that of just wrapping up, letting go, surrendering and seeing what do you want to bring into the next astrological new year, which is then spring. Yay, I love spring. I live in Canada and winters are cold. But, this is a time where you want to see, like, what is it that you want to start? What is it that you want to grow? It's the beginning of Aries is a perfect time to set intentions. It's the spring. This is the time when everything grows. So we want to focus on this last month with the sun in Pisces of letting go of what we don't want to bring into the next astrological new year and getting our intentions and our seeds and manifestations ready to focus on for the next 12 months. So definitely something to be mindful and aware of with that, and just to know. And then we have Venus making a sextile to Pluto on the 19th. So Venus making a sextile to Pluto, it's almost like this week there's this story playing out, I feel. And it's funny because it's like Valentine's Day, but I feel like there's this story playing out where you go on a date and then it doesn't turn out how you want it to turn out. But then with the Mercury and Jupiter, it's like it brings you in this insight. And then the Venus sextiling Pluto is like it transforms you in some way. Like honestly, this is the story I feel like for the week. Is there is a story playing out where there's going to be huge realizations and transformation. It's like at the end of the week, Pluto, whatever happens during the week, Pluto's going to transform you and you're going to have a new belief. You're going to have a new outlook on it. And where it may not have been a fun experience to go through, you're going to be happy you went through it because it's going to transform you to be like stronger and better. So that's honestly how I feel about that and this story that's playing out this week. It's really crazy. I'm honestly excited for it though. It feels like it's gonna be like a good energy to move through, where it's like not the easiest, but like worth it in the end, because we're able to become stronger with it and learn and grow from it. And then we have, after that, on the 20th, we have the new moon in Pisces, and then we will have Venus entering Aries. So that is next week. So I will get into that more next week, but the new moon in Pisces is adding to that culmination point of the sun moving into Pisces, tying up loose ends, finishing up whatever it is that we've been moving through over the last 12 months, and getting ready to move into the next astrological new year. So thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope that you found this beneficial and that it helped you. And I will be posting more content soon, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.